You built it together. 5 years. Every late night, every difficult client, every decision made as a team, you trusted him completely because that is what partners do. You walk into the office on a Tuesday morning and find strangers sitting at your employees' desks. Your partner sold the company, without telling you, for $5 million. Half of that money is legally yours, but that is the smallest problem you have right now. You met in the way that good business partnerships often begin over coffee, over a shared frustration with how something was being done, over the mutual recognition that you each had something the other lacked. You had the vision and the client relationships. He had the operational skills and the financial discipline. Together, you made sense. The first year was hard in the way that first years always are. Money was tight. The clients you had were not enough. You both took less salary than you needed and worked more hours than anyone should. But it was yours. Equally, legally, genuinely yours. And that ownership, the feeling of building something that belonged to both of you, made the hard parts worth it. By year 3, things were working, real revenue, a team, a name in the industry that meant something. You started to feel like the hard part was behind you, and the interesting part was just beginning. You did not notice when he started to change, the slightly shorter answers, the meetings he took with his door closed, the way he stopped being enthusiastic about the future in the same way he used to be. You noticed these things the way you notice small weather changes. You registered them but did not act on them. You were busy. You trusted him. You assumed any distance was temporary. You were wrong. He had already been talking to buyers for 14 months when you walked into your office that Tuesday morning and found strangers at your employees' desks. The first call you make is to a lawyer. Not to your partner, to a lawyer. Because the moment you understand what has happened, you understand that this is not a conversation anymore. It is a legal situation. And in legal situations, the first person who calls a lawyer has an advantage. The lawyer's first question is about your partnership agreement. Specifically, does it contain a clause requiring mutual consent for any sale of the company? You pull out the document you signed 5 years ago, the one you haven't looked at since, and you find it. Section 7.3. Neither partner may sell, transfer, or otherwise dispose of their ownership interest without the written consent of the other partner. He violated Section 7.3. The sale is potentially voidable. You have legal standing to challenge it. The lawyer files for an emergency court injunction before the end of the day, freezing the transaction pending review. This is the moment where the outcome splits based on one thing: whether you had a proper partnership agreement. If you did, you have options. If you didn't, you are in a much harder position. The document you barely thought about in year 1 becomes the most important piece of paper in your professional life in year 5. His legal battle takes 8 months. 8 months of uncertainty for your employees, your clients, and yourself. 8 months of legal fees, depositions, document reviews, and conversations with people who charge by the hour to tell you things you do not want to hear. Your partner's defense is that the company needed the sale, that it was struggling financially, and he acted in its best interest. Your evidence shows a company that was profitable, growing, and by no objective measure in need of rescue. His defense collapses under the numbers. The court awards you your 50% of the sale price, $2.5 million plus additional damages for breach of fiduciary duty. The buyer, caught in the middle of something they did not know was compromised, negotiates a reduced buyback price to exit the situation cleanly. You use the settlement money to buy back your own company. You walk back into the office as the sole owner, different from the day you walked in as one of 2 equal partners. The desk is the same, the logo is the same, but everything you understand about what it means to build something with another person has permanently changed. Here is what this experience teaches slowly, painfully, and at a cost that no business school class could replicate. Partnership agreements are not bureaucratic formalities. They are the architecture of trust. The clause that saved you, the one requiring mutual consent for any sale, is standard language that takes 20 minutes to add to any agreement. Most partnerships either don't have it or never check that it's there. Check tonight. The warning signs were there. The closed-door meetings, the change in energy, the distance. You registered these things and did not act on them because acting would have required a conversation you did not want to have. That conversation, the difficult one about alignment and exit and what each of you actually wanted, would have been uncomfortable. It would have been far less uncomfortable than 8 months in court. And the most important lesson, the person who betrayed you was not the person you thought you knew. Or, more precisely, he was that person, and also this other person simultaneously. Both were real. The 5 years of genuine partnership were real. The 14 months of secret negotiations were also real. People contain both. The partnership agreement is not a reflection of your distrust, it is an acknowledgement of human complexity. Five years after the Tuesday morning when strangers were sitting at your employees' desks, the company is worth more than it was when it was sold without your knowledge. The people who stayed through the chaos are still there. The clients who waited are still clients. What was built proved to be stronger than what tried to destroy it. Your former partner is in a different city now. You have not spoken since the depositions. There is no hatred. Hatred is expensive, and he has already cost you enough. There is just distance and the clear-eyed understanding that some things cannot be rebuilt once broken. If you have a business partner, check your agreement tonight. Not because you don't trust them, because trust without structure is just hope, and hope is not a partnership agreement. You built it together. Then you lost it. Then you built it again alone this time, and better.